Hey beauties, it's Carol. I'm so happy to be on here to say hi to you. I've missed you. It's been so many weeks. I'm going to do a get ready with me and a voiceover. I will talk to you about what's been going on. So let's begin. So, you know, I had this problem with my eye and I didn't know what was happening, and my eye doctor started giving me injections to get the swelling down and stop the bleeding. Turns out it was a stroke in my right eye. Stroke? I never thought I'd hear that word. So what it means is I have CRVO, and what's happening is the eye was swelling and it was bleeding, and he could tell after he put me on the machines, and he could see behind the eye. Now, the injections started working, but now they're not working, and he had to stop giving them to me. He gave me 3 injections, and I'm left with like an ink splat on my right vision. So if I close my good eye, I get like a grayish ink splat. But don't worry, because if I'm looking straight ahead with both my eyes open, I can see like normal. It's when I shut my good eye that I can't see out of my bad eye. So what do we think caused this? The only thing I can come up with is I was on blood thinners, and this is why I'm doing the video. I have to let you all know I am doing this as a PSA to kind of warn you if your doctor's going to put you on blood thinners, because if you Google blood thinners, warfarin, Coumadin, Eliquis, and if you don't know anything about blood thinners, you're lucky. But if you have to go on any of them, Google it, because it does say that the pros and cons, the cons are that you could have bleeding in your eye. And my eye doctor has warned me for the past 2.5 years. He has told me, get off of the blood thinners, get off of the blood thinners. And then he even called my heart doctor to discuss it with him. So my heart doctor really didn't want to take me off, but he finally came around, and he said the only thing he trusts on the internet is American Heart Association, and they are performing new tests now that people that had AFib when they were younger may not get a stroke, do not need blood thinners now in their 70s or 80s. Many years ago, I think I was 40, I had AFib, and it's called an ablation, where they go into the heart and they solder it. It was a quick in and out day, and I've never had an AFib since. But my doctor says that, you know, all the information points to 60% of people that had AFib will get a stroke. So he put it on me for precautionary reasons. I was in bed. It was a Saturday night. It might have been 2 in the morning, and I called my doctor and just left him a message and told him I can't see out of my eye. So he took me in. He said, it's a good thing you came in right away. Most people don't come in right away. Put me on all these tests. Then he started giving me injections. But as far as the ink splat, it's still like a pale gray ink splat. And realize that you can see normal as long as you have one good eye. You could have a bad eye and a good eye, and when you're looking around with both your eyes open, your brain doesn't know that you don't have both eyes with 100% vision. So I can see fine with my 2 eyes. It's just if I close my good eye, then I see that I can't see. Then I realize I can't see out of my right eye. I wanted you all to know this in case your doctors should tell you to take blood thinners. Have a discussion, do some research, see what you can come up with. There is a procedure. It's called the Watchman procedure, and it's done by very few doctors. That, of course, has its risk also. So what my heart doctor's going to do now, he's just going to give me a monitor every 6 months and come in to see him and just have a close eye on me, and, which is good. I'm glad. It upset me so much. I couldn't do anything. But I am accepting it now. And plus, I can see if my both eyes are open because I have a good eye. I just pray that it stays the way it is. I don't think you ever get your vision back once this happens in your eye, but your brain will adjust and will help you see better. So that's what my eye doctor told me. It's devastating. What could I tell you? It's just devastating. I also had some dental surgery about 3 days after my birthday in February, and I turned 77. I had a great surprise for my birthday. I'm trying to finish the video so I can show you what my kids did for my birthday. It was very, very cute. Very cute. So that's actually when I went off the blood thinners, because anytime you have any kind of surgery, if you're taking blood thinners, they ask you to stop them 5 days before, because bleeding is a risk. So, although I never had any problems with bleeding while I was on the blood thinners, but once I went off them for 5 days, I went to my heart doctor and I said, listen, I am stopping the warfarin. I'm stopping blood thinners. I'm not taking them because I think that the blood thinners are the cause for my losing my sight in my right eye for the stroke. So he agreed, because now the American Heart Association is saying that if you've had AFib when you were younger, it's possible that you don't need to take blood thinners. So this is what we're going by. So that is the news. That is my health, and I hope everything gets better. I hope everything's better with you, and let's just get on with the makeup. Let's see what I'm doing here. Now we're doing the mascara. Now, I've worked for LANCOME. I've tried the most expensive mascaras, and let me tell you, my favorite is Essence, and not just one. I mean, I could use just one, but I do one coat with each one of them, and they're only $4.99. And I start off with the purple, the sculpting one, and of course I always put it on the bottom because it makes your eyes look bigger. Next, I'm putting on my brow pencil, and this is the waterproof one, which is my absolute favorite. It's so good. It doesn't come off. It stays on all day, and I use the blonde. So now I'm just doing my brows. First I powdered them, and now I'm just filling them in, making them thicker. Now for my favorite new way of doing my makeup, I put freckles on my nose. Instead of a contour, you can use freckles. That will recede the skin back. So if you have a little bump on your nose, you add a few freckles, it will push it back and won't be so obvious. Now I'm putting on the Essence I Heart Extreme Mascara. And it's just a fabulous one. Fabulous, fabulous. I love it. And I wait till the other mascaras have dried, and then I pull a little bit, I tug on it a little bit to comb it through, and it gets really thick. I like a good thick mascara. And a good lash. Good thick lash. Now we're coming to the end of the video. I didn't put my hair down or anything. I just ended the video. I apologize for that. But I'm putting on lip gloss, the L'Oreal. I have underneath that I have peach stock, and I have my eyebrow pencil as a liner. So I just want to thank you all for being here. I hope to put up a video next week, and I hope you will come back, and I'll see you soon. Remember, I love you. I think you're the greatest. I'm so glad. I'm so happy we have this beautiful community, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay beautiful.